because it's a little too blue-green. And I am going to come up just a little into the crease. Just a little. Kind of bring it, making a little V with it. Just a little. Come up just a little more. There. So the focus is on the green. Still feel like it's a little too blue. I'm going to come over it a little more. Okay, so that's a lot of green, especially green to green. It's the right green, don't get me wrong. That one's going to need to be washed right away. I'll also be doing a liner. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to flick away with a dual fiber brush the fallout under here. Don't rub it or it'll rub in. Flick it away like that. Just flick it away. And also note that that went to the side of the nose. Probably more than you realize. So just go ahead and just flick the area away with a little piece of skin there. Just make sure you get it all off there. Yep, I think I did. Okay, so what are we going to do now? Now we're going to do some blending, but I'm going to blend with a color. And so I'm going to use a blending brush. This is a tapered blending brush E40, and this is the darker one versus this light one, which is an E35. And this is a little bit more dense, and that's on purpose. So I'm going to go back to this Weekender color, and I'm going to mix a little bit with Riff. Just a little bit of Riff, because Riff is very, oh, take that back. That's very butterscotchy. I'm going to definitely go back to Weekender. And what I'm going to do is just kind of blend this color out so that it doesn't look so demonstrative, so green. There we go. That blended nicely. Yeah, mostly the Weekend color. Do you see the difference? If this blended down a little bit and this not? Just because it's a little too loud for church on Sunday. It's just kind of helping tone it down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Now, another one of the reasons this isn't too loud is because I wear glasses, and they are not non-glare, so not good. I'm going to flick this off a little more, and this time I'm going to brush up and kind of blend at the same time. I'm actually using a blush brush for that. So let me get the color off of that using my black cloth. I did not even need to use a smudger because the edge of that brush was so nice. So there's the look. That's the look I'm going for. Let's see something real quick. There is also, it's a Morphe Y10 little kind of contour brush. There's also a color in here called Still Shot right there. It's kind of a rusty, just a slight rose undertone, but it's more rust colored. And I think I'm going to brighten a little area right here with that. Right there. Just a touch. And right there. That just kind of brings that same color tone. Yeah. Yes. I'm using my usual Chanel. And I'm going to be putting a liner on, but that's the colors. I think this is a fantastic palette, y'all. I don't know if I'm going to make this the fall palette, or there's just another very basic palette that I really do love. I think we're going to keep this, y'all. It's a keeper. I don't know where. I don't know where in the world we could possibly fit another palette. Where in the world will it fit? It's sad. I don't think there's room in here. No, there's not. But here's what I'm going to do. See, then there's this palette. That is such a perfect fall palette. I don't know. And people say, well, that had a lot more colors. Well, some of those colors are colors people would not use. So you got to ask yourself, do you feel lucky? I'm just kidding. Alright, so now I am going... I feel like I've blended that as much as I want to. Oh, very important. First of all, pop the shirt of any of that color. Get it off. And then second, curl your eyelashes before you do your liner. I am going to do a very black liner with this look. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury eyelash curler. Now we're in the straight up position. We bent it like that. And then I'm going to raise... let out just a little bit of the hairs and then clamp back down. And I'm raising this so that what it's done is curled it back that way a little bit. And what mascara shall we use? What shall we use? Maybe I'll use the Man Eater. I don't know that that's really a, I think it's water resistant, y'all. I don't think it's waterproof. And on stage and stuff, when you're hot, you really need waterproof. I think this is waterproof. Yes. Volume Lash Mascara. We'll have to use that instead. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to have your makeup run on stage. Okay, and I'm going to let it out just a little bit and curl it back. See, I have to lift my elbow to do that. What you're doing is putting this back towards the socket so that you're curling it back a little bit. Bouncing it just a hair. And then, what do? Always wipe it off. Always, always, always wipe it off. There we go. Okay. And we're going to swirl it around inside. Not in and out. That takes air back down in there. And that dries it out. Just kind of swirl it around inside. Yeah. It's definitely still got a lot of moisture to it. Oops. Bev. What is my problem is? Liner. There. So I made my little wing. Now I'm doing little short dashes to bring the line back to it. Going all the way in for this look. There we go. Make sure I have a nice smooth line. Over here, a little wing. Always seems to be a little tougher on this eye, I think, because the angle that I pull from is what that's about. Oops, sorry. Get in front of it and pull back. This is the only bad thing about the pen liners is they have no flexibility, and so it is hard to what's the word? Make a smooth line. Yeah, it's not smooth. Oh, that's good enough. Yes, you heard me say the words good enough. to work. Now we're going to go back to adding this, and I'm going to tip out the lashes real good. Get them nice and wet. Outer and inner and all in between. Especially those little outer lashes are hard to get with the wand, so use the tip end for that. Then get under them and pull it out. Kind of mashing backwards a little bit. Don't mash too far back or you'll hit the eyelid or the crease. That's why you're kind of like looking like that. You're trying to keep it from hitting the skin. I'm going to do a little wiggle down. Wiggle down. I do this very slowly. Some people do this very quickly. I think you just ask for a lot of time cleaning up when you do things too quickly, to be honest. So that's first pass. Now you could leave it at that because you've got a very dark color on your lid. I'll probably do at least 2 passes. That's just me. I like a lot of mascara. It's just how I roll. You know what I'm saying? So I tipped out the ends. Now I'm coming from the root all the way out. Still may use this tip end to get some of those little curly hairs on the edges are hard to get sometimes. Waterproof mascara seems to do a better job of sealing the curl. Not to mention if you're going to be under, if you're going to be under hot lights. Hold on, let me just see if I can get that with my finger. I did. If not, I keep the little earbuds close by, but I got that with my finger and then wiped my finger off on my little